Hi everybody, good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here early on this Wednesday morning where the severe weather threat is gone. We've got some showers and drizzle over parts of the area this morning. Eastern Nebraska seeing some of that, and then also some fog here. Rain showers, and there is snow from about Valentine to Thedford westward into the eastern panhandle. Most of this is all north of Interstate 80. That's where the best chance of a little bit of light accumulating snow on some of the grassy surfaces will be this morning. Winds are going to crank up out of the north or northwest and the west here. Right here you can see this. This is all on our backside of our low pressure system, which by noon will be right about there, up in northwest Iowa and southwest Minnesota, east of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So that's your low pressure right here. So we've got winds on the backside of that system that will be rather brisk this afternoon, gusting at times near or maybe even over 35 miles per hour. We'll get a little partial clearing this afternoon, maybe not up north. That's where the coldest temperatures will remain today. But farther south, then a few spotty sprinkles pop up late this afternoon and early this evening. But then as we get past sundown, that will clear out. Skies will clear up, winds will die down. It's going to be a cold night tonight. Increasing clouds from the south through the day tomorrow. And late in the day, we'll see some showers start to move in. There might even be a little snow out west, but most of this will be rain as this spreads over the area Thursday night into Friday morning. We're going to see more showers during the day on Friday. If I were to extend this out further, there would be more rain around the area. In fact, we are going to take a couple of looks at some of the long-range models here. So we're going to start with the North American model. I don't normally show this one here, but I'm going to go into this one real quick. So letting it load in here. This is today. So we're going to jump ahead to Thursday. So here comes that moisture late Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. More moisture spreading northward into the day on Friday, so especially Friday afternoon. And maybe then Friday night we see some snow trying to mix in the north and west before it eventually clears out early on Saturday. Most of that moisture should be done by around sunrise on Saturday. This is as far out as the North American model goes out. The other two models I'm going to show you go out a little bit further in time. So we'll jump ahead to Thursday. There comes that rain late Thursday. Best chances Thursday afternoon are going to be southwest Nebraska, and then spreading northward Thursday night to Friday morning. But then more moisture spreading northward through the day on Friday. And then a little snow on the backside of that system before it clears out early Saturday morning. There's sunrise Saturday, so most of the moisture is done by sunrise. And after that, we mostly dry out. There's not a lot of moisture, and we'll eventually see a warming trend ahead of us in the long-term part of the forecast here. Let's look at the GFS model. They're all pretty similar. So let's jump ahead to Thursday. There comes the moisture Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. A little snow possible out west. Most of us will mostly see rain out of this system, though. And then early Saturday morning is kind of the tail end of it, and it moves on to the southeast, and we're not going to see much moisture after that. Maybe some small minor chances. Most of the country is going to trend towards drier weather for next week, though. So not a lot of moisture anticipated, and we'll eventually be warming things up as well. Now, I do want to show you the national map when it comes to temperatures real quick here, and you can see cooling down these next few days here, really through the end of the week and the first part of the weekend. We're going to be on the cooler side of things. Sunday brings a slight warm up. There's Saturday, chilly. Friday into Saturday is your chilliest weather. Sunday tries to warm up a little bit there, but we get another little shot of cool air on Monday. And then Tuesday, the milder air is starting to budge in, but it really comes in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to see a big time warming trend as we get towards next weekend. We could get a big bulk of warm air try to shove its way eastward right here. Probably not any severe weather until maybe at least the middle of the month, if not further down the road from there. Let's look at the GFS real quick here. And again, cooling down these next several days with the coldest weather coming Friday and Saturday. Tries to warm up a little bit on Sunday there. But another little shot of cool air on Monday kind of keeps us from warming up much. And then Tuesday gets better, but then really warming up Wednesday and beyond. You can see how most of the country will start to get in on some of that milder air down the road. And in fact, as you look at things here, this is next Wednesday and beyond. We are likely to be above average here in that part of the forecast, basically taking us through the middle of the month, the tax day there. And most of the country is likely to be dry. We're not going to see a lot of moisture down the road. All right, let's get back to our here and now and our forecast for today in the Tri-Cities area and North Platte as well, and really across much of Nebraska and northern Kansas. You'll see highs in the 40s, 50s, and low 60s, warmer to the south and southeast. Coolest up north, and the thickest clouds will remain right in here. Tonight, mid to upper 20s and low to mid 30s. So this is just a reminder, we are not into the growing season yet. There are not frost advisories or freeze warnings issued, even though most of us will fall to near and below freezing. Those usually don't start getting issued until mid to late April. And for now, we still have some chances of getting below freezing, something to keep in mind, especially if you're a person that's already been running your sprinklers like I have. You may want to take care of that before tonight. Highs tomorrow, most of us will see 50s, maybe some upper 40s out west. Tomorrow night won't be as cold going into our Friday morning. We'll see mid to upper 30s and low 40s. Friday, though, it's going to be a bit of a chilly day out there. Highs mostly in the 40s, some 50s out east. And we'll stay chilly then tomorrow night, or Friday night, into Saturday morning, back down into the 20s and low 30s, some mid 30s out east here. So it's going to be a little colder once again, especially out west. And then looking at our Saturday, a cool day, mid to upper 40s, low 50s as the precipitation moves on out. But once we get past that, it does get better. Let's check out that long range forecast. We've already talked about the next couple of days quite a bit here, so I won't get into many more details, although we've got good moisture coming for the end of the week. We dry out Saturday after sunrise, but we stay cool and blustery Saturday. Sunday looks nicer. Not as much wind, more sunshine, back close to 60 degrees. We'll get that bit of a cool down on Monday, that reinforcing shot of cool air. Tuesday gets better. It's beyond Tuesday. It gets a whole lot better. We're going to start to see the 70s return to our forecast. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all forecast highs in the 70s right there. North Platte, we've talked about your weather quite a bit as well here. You might get some slushy snow by Friday night into Saturday morning. I think a bit of the accumulation can't be ruled out. I don't think it'll be a major concern right now. That ends by around sunrise Saturday. Cool and breezy still on Saturday, though, for highs with some sun returning. More sunshine, milder temperature Sunday. Monday, slight cool down. I think the cool down is going to be a bigger deal farther to the east, though. Tuesday starts to warm up, and beyond that, we will see much milder temperatures return heading into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week as we return to the 70s across much of the area. Well, I've showed you everything else that you need to know. I'm going to give you one other thing real quick here before we wrap things up. It doesn't really involve our weather for today, but look at to our east and to our southeast. A severe weather outbreak is anticipated later today. We've already got ongoing severe weather as of the time of this recording in parts of Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, and western Missouri, including a couple of tornado warnings. Well, this whole line is going to be pushing eastward, and a tornado outbreak is expected later on today. Harsh language being used by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma, talking about the potential for long-track tornadoes of EF3 strength or stronger in those locations. So it could be a nasty day of severe weather. You can check the national picture for more information on that for later on today. But I have to go, so thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. I'll see you all again on Thursday. Take care, and God bless. Bye.